Hey there, do you dare? If you're into true crime, the paranormal, mysteries, and everything in between, check out Do You Dare? It's a podcast where siblings Emily and Kian Dare dive into the cases that fascinate and unsettle them. They take turns picking the stories, true crime, ghostly encounters, unsolved mysteries, and share all the details with each other and you. Plus, you'll hear the occasional cameo from Emily's dog Kylo and his squeaky toy. If you're looking for something intriguing, creepy, and a little bit fun, give Do You Dare a listen wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, come back next week, if you dare. Canadian Creepies is recorded on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples, under the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. These lands and waters have been cared for since long before Canada existed, and they remain deeply important to Indigenous communities today. As we tell stories about darkness, injustice, and memory, I want to acknowledge the very real histories of colonization, violence, and erasure that Indigenous peoples continue to endure. A land acknowledgement can't undo that harm, but it is a reminder to keep listening, learning, and supporting in truth and reconciliation in meaningful ways. We share these stories not to forget, but to shine light, always with respect for peoples and nations whose land we live on. Canadian Creepies covers true crime, dark history, and disturbing events. Some episodes may include graphic descriptions or sensitive subject matter. We do our best to handle every story with care and respect for those affected. That said, we sometimes use humor and sarcasm as a way to process heavy content, never to disrespect victims, survivors, or their families. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Canadian Creepies. We're saying this way sooner than we normally do. I'm your co-host, Valerie.
And I'm your co-host, Amanda Joy.
And we're happy to be here with you today.
Tomorrow and always.
Thank you. That's good. That's good. Today, tomorrow, and always.
Just came right off the top of my noggin.
That would be a really good, newscaster sign-off. If you wanted to cast the news at any point.
I think I'm too biased.
Yeah, same. I'd be like, we're not having that guy on. I'm not interested.
Or I would completely deviate from what I'm supposed to be and being like, so you're a PDF file, eh? Eh?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, what? We're not going to give Indians any water? You think that's okay? Would you like to have no water? Yeah, I wouldn't be good at that job.
Yeah, no. I don't know how I feel. Did you said Indians there?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Indigenous. I was busy trying to think of another thing to say.
First Nations, yeah, that's okay. You know, this podcast, we have to call each other out.
This is true.
We have to. My boss said the other day, hi Kim, my boss said the other day, come on over here, let's have a powwow. And I immediately, you can't say that, you're not Indigenous.
Oh my God, when I worked at Swiss, there was, I happened to be on break and was eating my lunch right as he said this to this group of Indigenous family that came in, and they couldn't decide how many people or if they wanted takeout, and he literally went, too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Stop it.
And they were like, excuse me?
Yeah, no.
I think I literally dropped my fork, and I was like, and I don't think he was he was a little bit older, so I don't think he was connecting that they were even Indigenous, and maybe don't say that.
Yeah.
Wrong people to ever say that to.
Yeah, and I just want to give anybody permission listening to this. You have my permission, if you witness that publicly, to say, you can even use a little bit of a tone. I don't care. You're not owed nobody's owed your politeness, but you could be like, that's not cool to say.
Yeah.
You can just say that.
Yeah, he got
as a white
trouble.
person, and as a white person in a public space, if somebody's being racist and you're listening to this podcast, I give you full permission to call out the racism.
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that at the bank for some reason.
I do that in my own family. I'm like, you cannot say that. You cannot.
My mom saying that immigrants need to conform to our way of life as we are sitting in a Japanese restaurant having sushi. Surrounded by Japanese immigrants.
What is happening?
I really looked at her and I was like, really, Ma?
Really?
Really?
Are you okay?
You do understand that we are eating Japanese food from a Japanese culture, served by Japanese immigrants, and they need to conform to us?
No.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. All right.
Shut up, Beth.
She definitely doesn't listen to this podcast.
She definitely doesn't listen to this podcast.
Okay, so now we've had that conversation. Let's talk about something I'm really excited about. And it's still something I'm not posting on social media yet because I do want it to be an Easter egg for our listeners first. If you are an artist and you listen to Canadian Creepies, I want to collaborate with you on merch, but in a way that actually supports you. You'd sell everything through your own shop, your Etsy, your Shopify, whatever you already use. We'd just be adding a new piece together so you stay fully in control of your work. Every sale, you keep the majority of the profit, and we take a smaller commission through a code or link. You'll also get your own discount code to offer listeners, which helps drive traffic directly to your shop. And we'll be promoting you, not just the merch, across Canadian Creepy socials and here on the podcast. And on top of that, part of what we make is going to be donated to Niagara Reproductive Justice and pay your rent. So it's ethical, it's collaborative, and it actually pays artists. If you're hearing this, you're kind of getting first dibs. So reach out. I would genuinely love to work with you. Send us a message anywhere. Radio Valerie, Canadian Creepies.
Even down the crooked path.
Down the crooked path. Send any of us. You could, I'm sure even if you message the Spooky Pod Squad, it would get back to me. Just you can message
100%.
Yeah, you can message any.
Shout out Brandon for running that Instagram
Brandon
page.
Brandon at Terrorific.
Fellow podcaster.
That is a horror movie podcast, and it's really funny.
He's hilarious.
And the content Brandon puts out is hilarious. He's part of the Creators Collective, but he's not a part of the audio ads, so you've never heard an ad from him. So it's nice to shout him out.
That's true.
But I also share a lot of his posts, so if you're following on social media, he's very easy to find. Shout out Brandon.
We also want to talk about our seed packets that we are mailing out.
Yes, this is along the same lines as merch.
Yes.
So right now, our official podcast merch are these seeds.
Thanks, Christine, for putting that together.
Thank you, Christine.
Because she collaborated with the Ottawa Wildflower Seed Library. So thank you to them for partnering with us and providing seeds for our community.
Yes, thank you so much.
The work that they have been doing is genuinely incredible. The Ottawa Seed Library, Wildflower Seed Library, is a grassroots organization focused on protecting biodiversity by giving away free native wildflower seeds and teaching people how to grow gardens that support bees, butterflies, birds, and other local wildlife. Their mission is rooted in accessibility, education, reciprocity, and environmental stewardship. Through free seed giveaways, workshops, and community education, they have helped thousands of people across Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia create pollinator-friendly spaces and reconnect with native ecosystems. In just one recent year, they have donated over 100,000 seed packages from hundreds of native species.
I like the way that packages.
From
you syncopated it.
I did. I said it phonetically.
Yes, yeah.
They have hundreds of native species seed flowers to they've sent them to schools, individuals, and community projects. So we are so grateful to be able to share some of these seeds with our listeners and our community. Supporting native plants means supporting the entire web of life around us. So please go check out the amazing work that is being done by the Ottawa Wildflower Seed Library. And
reach out to us
to get your seeds, as long as you are in Canada.
Have to be in Canada.
Yeah, we are not allowed to send.
Not allowed to send seeds outside of Canada.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. This is a Canadian content-focused podcast, though, in my defense. But also in my defense, no, I don't need to expand anything. There's nothing. What am I defending?
Fair.
What am I defending?
Fair. There will be other merch down the road, if you are not Canadian, that will be available to you.
That's what I was trying to say. And then my mind started going, will I let international artists create merch? That's why I paused. But I think for now, the heart of Canadian Creepies is Canadian content.
Yeah.
It's made for Canadians, by Canadians, with Canadians. That's the whole heart of the project. So yeah.
I think though with because a lot of artists our entire thing is that you guys get your own.
That's it.
You call your shots.
Yeah.
It's all through you, how you want to done it. So, and I know that a lot of places like Etsy, you can say whether or not you only ship to Canada. I'm not entirely sure how Etsy works, but I know like...
but like if you wanted to send a piece of your art, like that's Canadian Creepies merch to Finland, you can do that.
It's all on you, baby.
Yeah, that they're paying the shipping. So, okay, and now I just have some comments. Shannon versus Shark. I think she changed her name to that because she knows we're shouting her out and then we don't have to say her last name. So Shannon versus Shark. Oh, you guys rock. I remember when this guy was everywhere, referring to Kai. I think it was when I was dating my husband and his sister showed us the video. That's so funny.
It's so weird to look back and be like, this is where I was during this time.
Right. And I heard from Shelby again today. What's up, girl? Shelby asked if we've ever done a missing person episode. And we have. We've done one on the disappearance of Kenley Matheson. And she suggested a case, the disappearance of Melanie Ethier is in Shelby's opinion one that shouldn't be swept under the rug. So I will add, and I meant to add that to the episode ideas right when I read that, but I will actually do that right now. Shelby, this is happening as we speak.
Real
time. Now this probably won't be till season 3.
Yeah.
Or 4.
We have a very long list, but we will get through everything.
There's a lot of Canadian content to cover.
The list works in sync with the universe.
The list does work in sync with the universe.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, there's always some sort of close date in a case that we're working on.
Or something significant within the case that is going on in real world.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
Or to a previous case that like we recently did. It's weird.
It's weird how it always works out. Should we get going?
I'm down.
Okay, so as always, moving forward, this episode was researched by Christine.
Shout out Christine.
Shout out Christine. In like before the end of season 2, we're also gonna be including an interview that Christine conducted, which is very, very cool, and I'm very proud of her, and we're looking forward to that.
But she jumped in with both feet.
Love it. Jumped in. She got her feet wet and all the way up to her hair. She
just dunked herself into the whole tank.
She was like, I'm in it. There are a lot of references. I'm going to say them.
Holy.
Al-Haq 2024, Voices from Gaza. Oh, sorry. We're talking about Canada's involvement in Palestine today. In just like... What did I title the episode? Canada's role in...
I don't know, because I read the wrong case.
Yeah, you read the wrong case.
Before I came here today.
I called it, and this is a working title, so the title of this episode will be different when I release it, but in the Google Drive, it's Canada's role in the genocide of Palestinians. So there you go. That's the angle I wanted to take with it. Yeah. So the references are Al-Haq 2024, Voices from Gaza, the experiences of Palestinian women in the ongoing genocide. Already, Christine, that source. Come on. Could you get better? Okay.
She knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's fucking doing. Okay. Norwegian Refugee Council, April 2026. Save the Children International, UN Women, OCHA, which is the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, the Polis Report, Global Affairs Canada, CBC News, CJPME, Canadians for Justice and Peace in the Middle East, Project Plowshares, International Court of Justice, UN News, European Union, McMahon Hussein Correspondence 1915 and Balfour Declaration 1917, Major General Patrick Camert, Victor Levant, Michael K. Carroll, Active History, UN Special Committee on Palestine Archives, UN Security Council Resolution 2803 from 2025, Physicians for Human Rights, the MAPLE, the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, CBC Radio As It Happens, and Al Monitor Reuters. These are fucking 6 sources.
How do you have time to read everything or listen to everything, Christine?
She's amazing. She's amazing. She's thorough. She's a queen. She's everything. She's the reason that we can do this. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're going to dive right in with the mirage of peacekeeping. And some of this is going to be a little jargony, so I'm sure we're going to have this will definitely be a 2-part episode, right? And some of this probably will be a little jargony where we're going to have to take a beat and go, okay, what does this actually mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the standard Canadian history book, Christine, you've already started it.
This is why we brought her onto the team.
This is why you're in. So you can't leave now. You're stuck with us. Okay.
That is a threat.
Yeah, it's a threat and a promise. The standard Canadian history book says Lester B. Pearson was a visionary who saved the world in 1956 by creating the first UN emergency force. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I did not know that.
We have an airport named after this guy.
We have Lester B. Pearson Park in St. Catharines.
Yeah, too.
And Pearson Park was the best park.
Okay, maybe I get why.
Okay. And that was during the Suez Crisis. Do you know what the Suez Crisis is?
I'm a bad Canadian because I don't.
I don't either. I'm going to quickly...
And
I think,
bet
we're already up to this.
That's probably not even just pure Canadian.
Okay. It's not. Yeah. Okay. So the Suez Crisis is also known as the Second Arab-Israeli War. The tripartite aggression in the Arab world and the Sinai War in Israel was a British, French, Israeli invasion of Egypt in 1956.
That's fun.
So let's go back a little bit and say this again. He was a visionary who saved the world in 1956 by creating the first UN emergency force during the Suez Crisis. So during that crisis, we are taught he did this because he loved peace. It's giving that. That's the vibe right now. I have a feeling it's going to shift.
After I just said I liked him.
I know.
He's a white man.
His name is Lester, Amanda. The reality is... Pearson's primary motivation wasn't peace in the Middle East. I'm gonna start. I wish I could reverse that. It was preventing. It was preventing NATO from imploding.
I mean.
Okay, and what's NATO again? Like, what is it?
I think it was formed after Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Okay,
like after World War II.
It stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and it is an intergovernmental military alliance between 32 member states. So we are a part of NATO.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we're not even done the first bullet point, and I've already had to Google 2 things. And it was preventing NATO from imploding.
Which is kind of a good thing.
So the UN emergency force stopped NATO from imploding.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. We're all on the same page now. Some listeners like, I got that the first time.
These girls are stupid.
I'm like, just fucking tune out for that second.
Listen, this is Canadian history that we have been taught.
That we haven't been taught. We have not been taught this.
But and what I mean to say is that our education system, back when we were in high school, I don't know what it's like. I've been out of high school for 25 years.
For some time, we've been
20
out
years.
of
Yes.
HS.
But it was very heavily focused on like World War II and World War I and what Canadians did in those wars, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They were like, "This is all you need to know for the rest of your lives."
They were like, "Thank you." Okay. Britain and France, who are our biggest allies, had joined Israel in invading Egypt. Okay. The U.S. Our other biggest ally was furious. And us as Canada were like, what do we do? The Soviet Union was threatening to drop nukes. Pearson's peacekeeping was a diplomatic save face to allow Britain and France to withdraw without looking like they'd lost. It was a geopolitical cleanup crew for a botched colonial invasion. Okay, so basically, France and Britain tried to... Okay, put the phone down. I'm going to say it. France and Britain tried to colonize Egypt.
Yeah.
The U.S. was mad about this, probably because they weren't invited to also colonize.
I mean,
I'm going to say that's why. They weren't mad that Egypt was being colonized. They were mad that they weren't invited to the party.
Yeah.
So they were mad about that. And then Lester B. Pearson said, okay.
Listen, U.S.,
stop this.
You are where you are.
I'm going to create
because
the UN...
Britain and France colonized this area. So just chill.
And then, so who did he tell to... Okay, so the Soviet Union was threatening to drop nukes, I imagine, on Britain and France for invading Egypt. So because they were doing that, Pearson created the UN emergency thing.
Or they could have been over on their side.
Either way.
And getting...
Somebody said nukes. Pearson said, you guys can withdraw peacefully over here. We're creating a whole new thing. Don't worry about what you're doing.
Let me hold your hand and guide you.
Stop what you're doing. We're going to create a whole new fun, nice thing.
We don't need to cause a nuclear fallout over this.
We don't. And it's only 1956.
You know, chill.
We've barely thought of tinned water. Okay. So we tell ourselves we are honest brokers, but historically, Canada's role in the region has been pretty consistently pro-Zionist. Now I'm going to look up what Zionist is. I know what it is.
But for the listener at home who may not, and there's no shame in that.
And that's fine.
We're all on a learning journey together.
That is what this is. A Zionist is a supporter of Zionism, an international political and nationalist movement that advocates for the right of the Jewish people to self-determination and the establishment, support, and protection of a Jewish national homeland. Google says in their ancestral region of Palestine. Hate that. Absolutely fucking hate that. No. That is what a Zionist is.
Yeah.
That is because they want Palestine.
Yeah.
So
this feels very not even reminiscent of what's going on now, because it is going on.
And it's crazy because even before I finish this point, I feel like I have to say something. So that way, because I am anti-Zionist. I'm not anti-Semitic. Okay. I love Jewish folks. I love Jewish folks. I've been to synagogue. I grew up with Jewish friends. Okay. And that's like saying I have a black friend. I understand that. I understand that. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that I have...
you have a right to your own religious beliefs, and they shouldn't be imposed on you by other people.
Thank you. Yes, that is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that to preface what I'm about to say. In Israel, to become a citizen of Israel, you just have to be Jewish. Like, so I can convert to Judaism today, and then, or it would take however long. Sorry for being hyperbolic, but let's say I start the journey of converting to Judaism. Eventually, I can claim Israel as my homeland, my birthland. That's my motherland.
That's weird.
Even though I was born here in Canada. Right? So I have no ties to Israel at all. I don't have any family, nothing there. But if I convert to Judaism, me, Valerie, right now.
Me, Valerie.
I can claim that. And I think that's where the problems have arisen.
Yeah.
Because many people from other countries, United States, Texas, they claim many of these other countries claim citizenship in Israel. And now also a part of Israel is when you are an Israeli citizen, you have to serve in the IDF, in the Israeli Defense Forces. So people from the states are sending, or these other countries, I have a really bad tickle in my throat, or
it's the AC cold.
Yeah, these people from other countries are sending their children to serve in the IDF. Like it's just so much. It's so much. It's I know. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time keeping all my thoughts straight about it. But what I'm trying to say is, so then it's these children who are committing genocide against Palestinians right now. It's people's children. It's literally people's children who are serving their time in the IDF.
Look at your kids sitting in front of the TV right now. And imagine them going on with bombs strapped to them and being like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
You guys suck. So here I go.
Okay.
Brainwashing at its
craziest. It's crazy. So Canada's role in the region has been pretty consistently pro-Zionist. In the 1947 partition, Canada played a pivotal role in the UN Special Committee on Palestine. Canadian Justice Ivan Rand was a lead architect of the partition plan that led to the Nakba. And I think we get into the definition of Nakba, so I'm not going to say it right now. It's right there. We weren't middlemen. We were the drafters of the blueprint. The Nakba is Arabic for catastrophe and refers to the 1948 violent displacement of roughly 750,000 Palestinians, the destruction of over 500 villages, and the systematic dispossession of their land, culture, and rights during Israel's establishment. That's why Macklemore did a song,
right?
And he says the Nakba never ended, the colonizer lied. So, and I get goosebumps
about a lot of things.
Fucking colonizers always be lying. If one thing colonizers are going to do, it's lie. Commemorated on May 15th. See, there's a date. There's a date pretty close to now. Commemorated on May 15th. It signifies a lasting rupture in Palestinian history and identity. Historian Victor Levant's work, appropriately titled Quiet Complicity, highlights that while Canada talked about peace, we were simultaneously profiting from global conflicts. In the Pearson era, Canada was already deeply integrated into the U.S. military-industrial complex. Lester B. Pearson is basically the patron saint of Canadian smugness. We have a Nobel Peace Prize on our mantelpiece from 1957, and we've been using it as a hall pass to ignore our arms deals ever since. Peacekeeping wasn't a moral awakening. It was a damage control project for our friends who got caught colonizing too loudly. Straight up.
I mean, not wrong.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Lester didn't invent the blue beret to save Palestinians. He invented it to save the UK from embarrassing themselves at the UN. It's the international equivalent of helping your drunk friend get out of a bar before he gets arrested and then telling everyone you're a conflict resolution expert.
I mean, depending on the drunk friend.
yeah, right? I mean, if they're violent.
Was it brown liquor that they drank?
Yeah. Pearson once committed Canada to a goal of spending 0.7% of GNI on gross national income. Is that GNI?
I don't know, stock stuff.
Okay.
That is stock stuff, right?
No.
Stock stuff?
No, that's just like economy. Gross national income. I was close. So of our gross national income as a country, Pearson committed Canada to a goal of 0.7% on international aid. Okay. By 2020, go off, Pearson. But by 2026, Canada's official development assistance has plummeted to near historic lows, projected around 0.17%. So for anybody who's upset about what we're spending on international aid and our budget that goes towards international aid, it's 0.17%.
Right now, I'm more upset with
it's not even a quarter
spending on stupid ads about getting rid of. Have you seen the one on Prime where it's like get rid of encampments, get rid of bail,
yes,
let's make
it's
more
awful.
jails,
it's awful. And
protect Canada?
Yeah, that's because he cut OSAP. And I think it's awfully fucking fishy that you're cutting OSAP and then suggesting we all volunteer for the Ontario Corps.
Yeah.
That's a little fucking fishy to me. A little fucking fishy. Guys, you gotta vote. We gotta get Doug Ford out in Ontario. Okay, meanwhile, we've hit the 2%. We can't get on to Doug Ford. He's been creep of the week too many times.
I think every episode we talk about it. He's just horrible.
He just keeps making bad choices.
Could you just stop existing for 2 seconds?
Please. Honestly.
Just hold your breath, please.
Okay.
That was mean.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've hit the 2% NATO target for defense spending. So we're not helping international aid, but don't worry. We've hit our 2% defense spending. The point is, we have officially traded Pearson's dreams of aid for reality of arms. We are now a country that prioritizes a dollar-for-dollar swap from feeding the hungry to funding the systems that make them hungry. We as Canadians love to talk about our values-based foreign policy like it's a high-end yoga brand. We wear our blue helmets like a fashion statement while we're quietly checking the approved box on export permits for circuit boards and non-lethal targeting systems. So that means we're not sending arms, just like spoiler alert, we're not sending guns. We're sending the parts to make the guns. Sneakily.
Just as bad.
And it's your fucking tax dollars. Make no mistake, this money doesn't come from nowhere. This is your tax dollars.
Meanwhile, we've got 40-hour wait times in our ER.
No problem.
That's fine.
Okay. So we're the only country that will apologize for stepping on your toe while simultaneously handing a bayonet to the guy behind us.
Stomping on our feet. Like,
Honestly,
I'm sorry, as I'm actively stomping on you.
Oh, I just can't. I'm just doing my job.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop.
Yeah. While Canada says it supports the international rules-based order, its response to the ICJ, which is the International Court of Justice, ruling on the risk of genocide was a masterclass in linguistics gymnastics, refusing to say the word genocide while claiming to closely follow the case. And remember, Justin Trudeau said, "I'm a Zionist," very proudly. People think of Canada as the golden retriever of the world. Friendly, predictable, and always happy to see you. But lately, this retriever has a habit of handing the leash to some very dark characters. We say we haven't sent full weapons since January 2024, which means up until that point, we were sending full weapons. 2024. But we're still sending the bits and pieces. We're like a Lego set for war crimes. We don't sell the tank, we just sell the gears, the lenses, and the software that makes the tank actually work. And we do it through the back door in the US so we can keep our paws clean. Under Canadian law, the Minister of Foreign Affairs must deny permits if there is a substantial risk of human rights violations. Yet the government authorized at least $28.5 million. Remember, your fucking tax dollars. Comes automatically off your paycheck. At least $28.5 million in new military exports in the final months of 2023 alone. Long after the substantial risk was screaming from every headline. Because people have been talking about the Israeli-Palestine conflict for hundreds, years.
I see them down with signs in front of the falls all the time, because I'm down there taking pictures all the time.
Oh yeah, I go to them.
I'm surprised I haven't seen you.
Oh yeah, I go to those.
All right, so the Ukraine Standard, which is CUAET. I'm sure there's a way to pronounce that acronym, but I'm not even going to. I'm not going to attempt it. Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Thank you.
This was launched with no cap. From March 2022 to April of 2024, Canada approved over 960 million visas for
960,000.
What did I say?
Million. We did not approve 960 million.
I don't even know what words are coming out of my mouth right now.
It's Amanda's fun hour.
I'm just making stuff up as I go along.
Okay.
All right. So it was thousands.
960,000.
Thousands. Because I'm thinking, wow, that's close to 1 million. That's probably where I got the million from.
Yes. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
I need to turn my brain off when I'm reading.
You're doing great.
Visas for Ukrainians. They were given 3 years of status, work permit, financial assistance, which is $3,000 per adult, and even charter flights. The Gaza Standard, TRV, was launched in January of 2024 with a strict cap of 1,000 people, later increased to 5,000 after immense pressure, but still is a drop in the bucket.
And what's the difference? Oh, I'll tell you. The color of their skin.
Yeah.
Ukrainian people are fucking white. And mostly Christian or Catholic or whatever.
And I hear everybody
complaining about the stipends. Fuck off.
Oh, there's Pakistan people here. Oh, there's East Indians here. That.
Fuck off.
We're not talking about anybody else coming into our country. You're just talking about the people who visibly you can look at and go, that's probably...
When there's a student from India who also was lied to by our government about the cost of living, by the way. When they were duped and are now trying to... You know what? Let's continue on.
This entire episode could have... Valerie has thoughts and feelings, and she's passionate about it.
And I have a microphone.
It's better than a man with a microphone.
Hey, I'm like the antithesis to Joe Rogan.
Yes. Oh, so it turns out that our unlimited compassion has a geographic expiration date.
That's right, Christine. Go off, Queen.
Good line, Christine. For Ukrainians, our roll out the welcome mat, free flights, and a debit card. For Palestinians, we gave them a 1,000-person lottery and a 40-page questionnaire asking about what their social media handles were in 2002.
2012.
Sorry, 2012. Yeah. Was social media?
No.
It was starting because I was in high school and I had communication class and we got yelled at if we were on Facebook. And I think that was like the very...
There was no Facebook in 2002. That came out in 2007.
MySpace. That's what I was thinking.
That was the thing. And also there was like Fotkey. And there was also photo.
But let me tell you, I could web code like nobody.
There was also friend pages.
I remember friend pages. Yeah. And your top 8 on MySpace.
Yeah,
programming. Yeah.
Yeah.
My word. So they were doing all of this while they were dodging 2.
Oh, sorry. I did want to say something. And that's not to say when we're saying, we're not saying apples and bananas here in this conversation. We're saying everybody deserves to be saved.
Yes.
We're not saying it should be Palestinians, not Ukrainians. That is not it. We're saying it should be just even. If we're saving 960,000 Ukrainians, then it should be 960,000 Palestinians.
If you're having bombs dropped on you,
straight up,
you should be given a safe place. If the roles were reversed and we were having bombs dropped on us because of the states,
honestly, it could happen in a moment, at a moment's notice. We'd be begging for France to take us in
someplace
anywhere.
To give us some asylum,
because England doesn't have the room. Let me tell you, England does not have the room for all of us.
I don't think Sweden wants us.
I'm sitting here yelling at people. Zara Larsson is not, and her people are not interested in us. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so by April,
I love Zara Larsson. Live my day as if it was. I am a singer, and I don't want that to be evidence of anything.
We love you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you.
So by April of...
Live my day as if it was. Just kidding.
We're never getting through this episode. We keep getting sidetracked by all of the things.
I know.
I'm here for it.
It's going to be a good episode, though.
So by April of 2024, not a single person had successfully arrived in Canada through the TRV program. Families in Canada were essentially paying the government to put their loved ones on a waiting list for death.
Because Palestinian people exist in Canada already. Prior to this, they immigrated here for... just various reasons.
Various reasons.
Please continue.
And none of them are to bomb your child's school.
Not one. And none of them are to take anybody's job, I promise. They just also want to work.
Listen, if they're capable of taking your cashier job, then there's something wrong with you.
They're owed it. They're owed that job. They can have it. Maybe you need to knit.
Maybe you need to complain to the companies that exploit these people who come over here.
Anybody who needs to hear this conversation is not listening to this podcast.
I know.
And maybe.
But
if anybody wants to clip any of these and send them to their racist friends or whatever, you can.
Your Trump supporting friends.
You can clip that. You can clip that.
People will come on and be like, all they hear is Doug Ford is an asshole. They're like, nope, not my podcast. Treat people equally. They're not me and mine.
No, they're seeing the title of this podcast and going, no.
Yeah, that's
this is true crime. Yeah, it is. Actually, it is true crime. Politics is true crime. Yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, it is.
Just because you have a billboard with a smiley face doesn't make it less horrific.
Thank you.
You can clip that.
Okay.
I totally lost where I
Okay.
was. Okay, wait, I found it.
You found it, yep.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to probably butcher this last name.
Lawyer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The lawyer, Debbie Rishalis.
Yes.
Ooh. Famously described it as the launch of the Hunger Games.
To describe the launch as the Hunger Games, yeah.
That's...
straight up. What else would it be? Yeah. That's what it felt like.
And Battle Royale.
And as somebody who was donating and a part of the groups and the online efforts of the GoFundMes and that, and following all the different advocacy agencies that are doing I'm hardly doing this work. There are big advocacy agencies out there that had spreadsheets of people with number goals of how much it needed to take them to get out of Palestine, with number goals, with their medical status, if they had children. And it was it felt so weird to it was do I start from the top of the list and get the people who are, do we get the people out closest to the top of the list who have the shortest money goals? Do we go to the medical? It's almost it's a very surreal to have to be because even us as like regular people, we only have limited funds.
Yeah.
So it's like, I have this $100, I can split it up into 4, I guess. $25 will make an impact on 4 different people, but how do I decide who that goes to? And even that is such like, we're not meant as humans, we're not meant for that. That's not meant to be a thing.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's basic fucking necessities.
Yeah.
Not a right, a necessity.
It's just like, just Israel doesn't need the fucking bombs and guns. And yes, Hamas is awful. Yes, but Hamas is in response to all the things Israel have done over the years. And don't fucking fight me on this, and don't clip that.
It kind of reminds me of, was it last year or the year before?
And I'm not excusing terrorism either.
No.
I'm not excusing terrorism.
I dig it.
Thank you.
Listen, she's passionate.
I'm passionate
Just
about
let her
this.
go
I've been
off.
waiting. Let me cook.
She has been talking about this episode for the last 3 months. So
just let her go.
Deal with it. Okay,
you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to listen to this one if you don't like it.
But we're gonna be fine. Was it last year or the year before where there were a bunch of social media people who were sponsoring families from Palestine to try
I
and
was
get
one of
them
those
over
people.
here?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
The one that comes to mind most is shout out to Brian of the Red Leaf Ranch. He does gardening stuff and everything is abundance. I fucking love him. He's awesome. He had a family and I think he did help them get out. Like I think they reached their goal.
There was one guy who messaged me on Instagram. I don't even think he was vetted. I didn't care. I was just, every paycheck I was donating to that. He was messaging me. He's like, can you help me? I was like, yes, I can. I don't care.
So the families had to fight for unique codes just to apply. Some waited months for a code while their relatives were already displaced and starving. By late 2025, fewer than 900 people had made it. Fewer than 900 people.
Awful. So that's 1%.
Not the...
That's like 0.1%.
70,000 that you think are over here right now.
yeah, or not.
Who came over here on a school visa.
900 Palestinians. 900 Palestinians. And those people from India fucking applied and went through the proper channels, so... Suck it.
And what makes me frustrated is they were able to, but these people weren't. They pick and choose who they want to allow into the country.
The government?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because an international student they can profit from.
Exactly.
And a refugee they have to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything is a money grab.
Everything.
It's not there to benefit you. It's there to benefit their pockets.
Yeah.
If you weren't aware, because now you are. Take my word. So, and it was often because their families had paid bribes up to $10,000 US per person to Egyptian travel companies like Hala just to get them a place where Canada could start processing them.
Oh my God.
Minister Mark Miller actually went on TV in March of 2024 and admitted that the program was a failure. He said it out loud. Up to now, it is a failure. That's a quote. Cool. Thanks for the honesty, Mark. Meanwhile, the people who are filling out these forms aren't applicants anymore. They are casualties.
Yeah. It's too late.
Yeah. If it's failing, fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's broke.
Fix it.
So it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Canada refused to process visas until biometrics, fingerprints, and photos were done. But the only place to do them was in Egypt. Families in Mississauga and London described the horror of the blue check mark. They would send a message and see it stay as a single gray tick for days, and then finally a blue check mark. That was the only way that they knew that their relative was even alive.
Yeah.
That is horrific.
Horrific.
Multiple families reported receiving automated emails from the IRCC, Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada, requesting missing documents or biometrics weeks after relatives had already been killed in airstrikes. Bullshit.
Complete bullshit.
That's just cruel.
Yeah.
The government sent thoughts and prayers.
We love it. Not?
Via automatic no reply email address, while families in Mississauga were literally scrolling through Telegram groups to see if their cousins were in the background of videos of a bombed out bakery.
I hate that. I hate it.
They're not coming here to steal your fucking jobs. They're coming here to stay alive. And again, I know I'm talking to the wrong people.
Yeah, we know you guys already know this.
We know you get it. That's why you're listening.
And we're riling you up. You driving your car or at work or
Be
listening.
as mad as we are.
Shake your fist.
We're putting you in a bee jar and shaking you up.
Yeah, that's right.
My sister literally used to do that, and then she got allergic to bees.
Well, that's what you get. Okay, let's go through a brief summary of chaos. The origins of this conflict. Wow.
I like it.
Did I even speak English there?
I do it all the time. So.
The origins of this conflict are often framed as an ancient religious feud, but historically, it is a modern struggle over land and self-determination that began just over a century ago. Christine said, "I will do my best to make this brief and informative and not boring." Thank you, Christine.
Appreciate it as always.
We will also do our best. In the early 1900s... In the early 1900s, before World War I, that's Franz Ferdinand, right? Mm-hmm. Franz Ferdinand was World War I? Doesn't matter. Forget it. Somebody write in the comments. Before World War I, the region, the geographic area roughly bounded by the Mediterranean Sea to the west and the Jordan River to the east, was a part of the Ottoman Empire. Oh, I already know this because fun fact, oh my God. A keffiyeh.
I had no idea what you were doing there.
You literally would have never known. A Palestinian keffiyeh, the patterns on it represent the fishing nets of the Palestinian fishermen, the olive branches or the olive leaves on the olive tree, and I think I was so close. And I think maybe farming. There's something else too, but hold on. I gotta find it now. No, I need to find it now.
Is anybody keeping a tally of this? How many times we have looked things up?
It only means we're good.
Learning in real time, people.
Oh, so the fishnet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just read what it actually is. The fishnet, the prominent netted pattern, symbolizes the Palestinian people's historical and economic connection to the Mediterranean Sea, which I just talked about.
That tracks.
The bold lines, the thick lines framing the edges, represent historical trade routes that pass through Palestine, highlighting the region as a historical hub of commerce and cultural exchange. And the olive leaves, the wavy leaf-like stitches along the borders, honor the olive tree. These trees are vital to the Palestinian economy and serve as a cultural emblem of rootedness, resilience, and endurance. You. Yeah, you. Still haunting the same old fast fashion? Time to dig up something better with Back from the Dead Goods, a Canadian small business where forgotten threads get a second life and sustainability meets spooky. This isn't just upcycled clothing. It's resurrected fashion with an eerie edge. Handpicked, reworked, and revived, every piece is as unique as a ghost story whispered at midnight. And because you're a part of the Canadian Creepies family, you get an exclusive deal. Use code Canadian Creepies at checkout for 10% off. Find them lurking on Instagram, Etsy, and Poshmark. Links are in the episode description. Give your wardrobe a second chance at life, if you dare. Hey creeps, it's Valerie here. And if you're anything like us, you love capturing a moment, whether it's spooky, sweet, or somewhere delightfully in between. Let me introduce you to our go-to for stunning shots, darkroom photography, based right here in the heart of the Niagara region. Mel, the brilliant eye behind the lens, is a lifestyle and creative photographer who brings a little bit of magic and maybe a touch of mystery to every session. She's got all her prices listed right on her website, super transparent, no tricks. And she runs killer seasonal specials around Mother's Day, Halloween, Christmas, and more. I'm telling you, her Halloween sessions, creepy perfection. So, if you're in the Niagara area and looking to capture memories that are hauntingly beautiful, hit up Mel at mel@darkroomphotography.ca or check out her work at www.darkroomphotography.ca. That's Darkroom Photography, where your memories come to life, even in the dark. Looking for your next obsession? The Creators Collective Podcasts is your gateway to the dark, the chilling, and the downright fascinating. We're a community of independent podcasts with one goal: to share the best in true crime, paranormal tales, folklore, and unexplained mysteries. Whether you crave cold cases that won't stay closed, haunted histories that refuse to be forgotten, or stories that make you sleep with the lights on, there's a show waiting for you in the collective. And when you join us, you're not just listening to one podcast. You're stepping into a world of creators who love this stuff as much as you do. Check out the Creators Collective today. Follow the link in our show notes to discover your next favorite podcast. We'll be waiting for you. Support reproductive justice in Niagara. Niagara Reproductive Justice is a grassroots collective based in the Niagara region of Ontario, working to increase visibility and access to sexual and reproductive health care. They support people seeking abortion and other essential care by offering transportation, financial assistance, logistical help, and emotional support. Here's how you can help. You can make a one-time donation. Send an e-transfer to niagarareproductivejustice@gmail.com. Your support helps cover costs like gas for volunteer drivers, overnight stays, childcare, and other urgent needs. You can also support monthly via Patreon. Join their Patreon and support the cause month to month. It's patreon.com/Niagara Reproductive Justice. And you can volunteer your time. NRJ is always looking for volunteers to help with driving, outreach, admin support, and community organizing. If you're looking to make a real impact in the Niagara region, this is a great place to start. Contact them via email or DM them on Instagram or Facebook to learn more. You can find them on Instagram at Niagara Reproductive Justice and on Facebook at Niagara Reproductive Justice. Help amplify access to reproductive care right here in our own backyard. Whether you donate, volunteer, or spread the word, you're a part of the movement. So that is the patterns of the keffiyeh. Okay, so now this might even make more sense. Mediterranean Sea, Jordan River, the Ottoman Empire, where Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived in relative, though not perfect, coexistence. Hence the trade routes. While the name Palestine was widely used in a geographic and cultural sense, even appearing in Ottoman maps and local press, it wasn't a single administrative province back then. Instead, the Ottoman Empire sliced it into a few different districts to keep a tighter grip on it. Two nationalisms began to rise at the same time. Zionism, the Jewish movement for a homeland in their ancestral land to escape European anti-Semitism, which is fair. I'm also not disputing that.
White people don't need to be inserted into everything.
But that too. And Arab Palestinian nationalism, the movement for independence from Ottoman and later British rule. During World War I, Britain promised the land to everyone. In the McMahon-Hussein correspondence, they promised independence to the Arabs in exchange for help fighting the Ottomans. Simultaneously, in the Balfour Declaration in 1917, they pledged support for a national home for the Jewish people in that same land. And then Christine said, seriously, what? So they've promised the land to two people.
Yeah.
Two groups of people. After the Ottomans lost the war, Britain took control. As Jewish immigration increased, especially as the people fled the rise of the Nazis in the 1930s, the local Palestinian population grew increasingly alarmed by the threat of displacement. As you would, because people are coming in and colonizing your land. Violence broke out repeatedly. Most notably during the 1936 to 1939 Arab Revolt. Britain responded with a peacekeeping strategy that mostly involved arresting Palestinian leaders and empowering Zionist militias, a precursor to the systemic policing we see today. Exhausted by the violence, Britain dumped the problem onto the newly formed United Nations. The UN plan, Resolution 181, proposed splitting the land into two states. Okay, but why does the religion of Judaism need Catholicism, Christianity, we're everywhere. But I'm not any religion. But I mean, just
I'm not either, no.
It's everywhere. There's
I identify as pagan.
I mean, could I say, okay, I'm Catholic, now I'm Italian? That's that same.
Yeah.
Now I'm a member of Italy. What are they called? A citizen? What am I called?
Yes, citizen.
I'm a citizen of Italy.
What are they called?
Italian. The UN okay. Despite Palestinians making up 2/3 of the population and owning the majority of the land, the UN plan gave 55% of the land to the proposed Jewish state. Proposed Jewish state. Proposed Jewish state. Doesn't even exist! And I have nothing against Jewish people. I love Jewish people. Like I said, nothing against the religion. My issue is with the colonization. And if you look back historically through my episodes, you will see that I have a problem with colonization all of the time.
All of the time. Not just now.
Yeah.
Always.
And also, in case anybody's wondering, I did look up... that's for another episode. Okay. Jewish leadership accepted, Arab leadership rejected it, of course, and war broke out in 1948. By the end of the 1948 war, Israel controlled 77% of the land. Over 750,000 Palestinians were ethnically cleansed from their homes, expelled or forced to flee, becoming the foundation of the global Palestinian refugee crisis. So this has been going on since 1948. And these are people who were born on this land.
Kind of reminds me of what's happened here with the indigenous community.
Do we see any parallels? In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. This began the longest military occupation in modern history. It is the root of the settlement system, where Israeli civilians move into occupied territory, which is illegal under international law, creating the Swiss cheese map of the West Bank and the total blockade of Gaza. So that's why the Gaza Strip was like literally just like blocked in by Israel. And there is like a chant we say when we're protesting: from the river to the sea, Palestine must be set free. Because if you look at a map, from the river to the sea, that was all fucking Palestine. And if you Google a map of that right now, you can see where Israel has taken over. And I shouldn't even be really, it's not even the religion, it's the money. It's the money. If you follow the fucking money, it has nothing to do with Judaism or religion or fucking anything. It's that people can pay less taxes in Israel or something, I think. Isn't that a part of it?
I think so. But I do know that what's going on with like the states being involved, they're at war right now because Israel, the Zionists, are like, this will bring about the second coming of Christ, so let's just blow everything up. And
it's like, what?
Yeah.
Who are you to make that call?
That's what. And then I think I haven't looked into this too much, so correct me, people, if I'm wrong, but there are more Epstein files that Israel has that we don't have. And that's what they are. I mean, aside from paying a shit ton of money that Trump is profiting off.
It's the money.
They are also kind of blackmailing Trump a little bit with these. That's what I've heard anyways. I don't know how much of that is true with the rumor mill, but
it's a working theory. It's a working theory.
I mean,
I think after this one we'll do Creep of the Week.
Sounds good.
Okay. Canada's peacekeeping brand was born exactly during the fallout of these events. That's the Suez Crisis, the 1950s. So we're starting, look at perfect spot to end it. We're coming back to where we started. Full circle. While Lester B. Pearson was getting a Nobel Prize for managing the diplomacy of these wars, the actual human beings on the ground were being funneled into permanent refugee status. We call it a complex conflict because that's easier than calling it a century of British administrative incompetence and colonial gaslighting. The conflict didn't start with ancient hatreds. It started with a map, a pencil, and a British official who didn't give a damn about who lived in houses he was dividing. Straight up.
Gross.
He was like, let's try and make everybody happy here. I'll give you 55%. And the Palestinians were like, what? Okay, and this week's Creep of the Week...
story time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Creep of the Week. Kyle, it's Creep of the Week. Put the song in. Okay, and I know this one can be a little sensitive, but I think, I gotta give a woman a Creep of the Week. I gotta do it, and it's been making headlines, so I gotta give Buffy St. Marie Creep of the Week. I gotta do it because for decades Buffy Sainte-Marie was celebrated as one of Canada's most prominent Indigenous artists and activists. However, a 2023 investigation by CBC's The Fifth Estate raised serious questions about her long-claimed Indigenous ancestry, citing genealogical records, a Massachusetts birth certificate, and testimony from family members that contradicted her public story.
What was that girl who said that she was black and she wasn't? Rachel
God.
something?
I don't remember.
That was like 2014 or 2015.
She can also be Creep of the Week.
And she was like, she just wanted to wear her hair in like cornrows, basically. She was like, no, I'm black. Girl, you are white.
You are white.
You are white
and
bread.
That's good. And yeah, that's not good for your hair. Okay, Buffy Sainte-Marie has repeatedly denied intentionally misleading anyone, disputed parts of the investigation, and maintained that her understanding of her identity came from information she was given throughout her life. Classic Creep of the Week. Classic creeper.
Deny.
I had an ex-boyfriend say that, and he was a drug dealer, so do with that what you will. The controversy sparked widespread discussion about Indigenous identity, community belonging, and the harm caused when non-Indigenous people occupy spaces for Indigenous voices. Since the investigation, several honors have been revoked or rescinded, including her appointment to the Order of Canada. So it must be a legit investigation then, if the Order of Canada's taken it away. But also it's like, did they even look into her if they gave it to her? You know?
They were just like, I feel like when it comes to the Indigenous community, they are either deny, or we fucked stuff up so much that we're not even going even to look into the validity of anything just because we want to try and broker peace and make it seem like we're doing the right thing. But you're doing more harm than good by not taking somebody for their word if they say that they're Indigenous, because that's exploitation if they are not.
Exactly.
Know what I mean?
Yep. So this week's Creep of the Week goes to Buffy Sainte-Marie, not for her music or advocacy, but for the unanswered questions surrounding an identity that opened doors, opportunities, and trust within Indigenous communities. Whatever the full truth may be, those communities deserved honesty. I mean, maybe she didn't know, but I thought I read somewhere that she's actually Italian.
How do you... Come on. I mean, I get it. The Indigenous culture is fucking cool as hell, but that doesn't mean you get to pretend.
Yeah, you can't just say, well,
like,
and then
I want a piece, so I am.
And then advocate for these people.
I mean, it's cool to advocate for them, but don't advocate like you're one of them when you're not.
Yeah, and I'm going to give more context here because I just Googled it. Buffy Sainte-Marie's ancestry is a subject of intense controversy. While she has identified as an Indigenous Cree woman for her entire music career. The CBC investigation into her background concluded she was born in Massachusetts to white parents of Italian and English descent.
Come on.
Yeah. CBC News uncovered a birth certificate revealing she was born Beverly Jean Santa Maria in Stoneham, Massachusetts, directly contradicting her long-held claims of being born in Saskatchewan and adopted. So she was straight up saying she was like 60s scoop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Her own family members also refuted her Indigenous ancestry claims. Sainte-Marie has maintained that she was adopted as a child. Furthermore, she has stated she was ceremoniously and officially adopted into a Cree family from the Piapoint First Nation in Saskatchewan as an adult.
Where are they? Where are they backing your claim?
Well, they stand by her and they back her.
Do they?
Members of the Piapot family continue to stand by her and claim her as their own. But you can't... That doesn't count, though. That doesn't count. One Indigenous family claiming you as their own, does that count?
I'm like, girl, if you're a singer and you are like in the public eye, you had to have known that was gonna come out.
Yeah, and because...
What are you doing?
Because the investigation brought her genetic Indigenous heritage into question, several prestigious awards, honors, and Hall of Fame inductions she received for her Indigenous advocacy have been rescinded or surrendered.
And I think that's really not unfair to resend those, but unfair to the community.
So unfair.
Because somebody who was a legitimate person from the Cree could have
A
won those
legitimate Cree
awards.
person, yeah. But I mean, so she's saying, but they're okay. So the Pia Point family is saying they adopted her as her own as an adult.
No,
It's like, girl, you've already had a family at that point. You've already grown up. You can't just then say That's like saying what I said earlier. I have a Jewish friend, so I can say what I want. You can't just do that. You can't just say I have a black friend.
that's
That's not how that works.
That is like being like a 40-year-old person from Palestine and going to Italy. And these people being like, "You're Italian now."
That's it. You know what?
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Listen, this has been Canadian Creepies. You can email us canadiancreepiespodcast@gmail.com. Follow us, Canadian Creepies. Follow me, Radio Valerie. Go to YouTube, Radio Valerie, speakpipe.com/Canadian Creepies. Down the crooked path, everywhere.
All over. I'm everywhere.
We're both everywhere. It's not hard to find us.
We're not that hard. We're not hiding.
We're absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
You can find us.
I probably should be
quite
hiding
easily.
But we both just stopped and looked at each other.
The cat's just sitting there with this
Just waiting
menacing
to be
look on
pet.
his face.
He's waiting to be pet.
He's so annoyed that we haven't acknowledged him.
He is like the perfect like evil person sidekick. He is a man trapped in a cat's body. This is a man's chin.
Yeah.
That's a man's chin.
We need to get video of us
Richard
recording
Bieber.
so they can see all the animal action.
We do. We are going to video one day.
It's in the works.
One day. Okay.
All right.
Don't clip that.
Creep you later.
Have a good creep week.